could easily be dead, especially with the life I was leading. So, you know, a lot of things, I say that to say there's a lot of things that I went through in prison and I learned in prison that I'm very thankful for.
Bob Crumbley is a free, contributing citizen of his community now, but he spent 24 years in prison. He says he's changed a lot over that almost quarter century.
My mentality was like, well, I'm gonna do whatever it is to survive. As time went on, you know, I understood that I need to better myself. I analyzed myself. I just really looked in the mirror and knew that I had to educate myself.
He says he started by taking classes like victim impact and motivation for change.
I knew that the situation I was in, I had been a taker all my life, you know, and I didn't feel comfortable with myself in the role that I had played, you know, in life. So what I did was, I should say this, I knew that I did not want to leave this earth in the situation that I was in, you know, being a taker. I wanted to be a giver. And, you know, as I started taking classes like, you know, victim impact, I understood that how my actions impacted everybody else.
Crumbley says when he was first incarcerated, he was put into a welding class. He says he tried everything he could to get out of it because he thought the instructor was strict.
I always was put back in his class. And so when I settled down, you know, it come to find out that he cared, you know, and he taught me so much, not only about welding, but about life.
After welding, he went into the brick masonry program and later custodial maintenance. He also helped in the kitchen and worked as both a gym and mental health aide. Crumbley would then be presented with another opportunity after he introduced himself to the warden.
And I gave him my profile. I had, you know, made a profile. I learned in one of the classes, you know, you know, it was just a description of who I was and who I am now, the things I have accomplished, the contacts I have when I get out. You know, it was just a resume about me and what I have done. And he said, I tell you what, I'm gonna send you to the faith and character dorm. That let me know there was people in the system that, you know, really was willing to help, put you in better situations and wanted to see us succeed.
When Crumbley moved to the faith and character dorms at Phillips State Prison, then Walker, he says he was floored by the devotion to the program.
When I went to that faith and character dorm, it was like, wow, it moved me. You know, because we had so many volunteers come in and spend time with us. They was there for us and they believed in us. And, you know, just like you said, when you have somebody who, you know, believe in you, you know, that inspire you to do more.
By this time, he'd moved to Atlanta Transitional Center. He says he had to adjust to the world that had changed while he was incarcerated.
Self-checkout. Wow, what I do. I was determined to be in step. It was just mind-blowing for me. I had a job day one, and I've been working ever since. And, you know, it was just adapting. I just had to be patient. You know, prison teach you patience.
Crumbley says he started as the lowest man on the totem pole at his job, but he was just so happy to be there.
It wasn't 6 months. I was a department manager. So now I'm in position. And, you know, at this day here, I'm an assistant manager. So like I said, I have 350 people, you know, up under me. So that work ethic and being, you know, liking my job and being appreciative for my job and just knowing where I have come from to where I am now, you know, that helped elevate me to the position I am now.
He says everything he learned in prison, including daily inspection, has prepared him to be the best at his job. Now, as a free man, he says he goes back to the facilities and speaks to the offenders and gives them hope and advice, especially for those being released.
Don't be stuck in the past. Don't have that same mentality as you had before you came to prison when you first came to prison. Second of all, get you a job. And I guarantee you that when you work hard, like we discussed earlier, you know, it's good to be wanted. And when they see you will work, you will have a job, you will keep a job, and you will move up that ladder and make great decisions and apply everything that you have learned in a controlled environment to this society where, you know, you have no boundaries, you know, just making the right decisions and being motivated to stay free.
Crumbley says prison changed his life for the better. Beyond the Walls for the Georgia Department of Corrections.